Good morning, everyone. My name is Michael Wynn, and today I'm speaking on behalf of Team 8J. Today marks an honorable occasion that will be remembered all throughout our continuing education career. I'm thrilled to be given this opportunity to share this celebration with my fellow classmates. My 3 years at Dalton Middle have been nothing short of an exciting journey. It all started a couple years back on the first day of 6th grade. As anticipated, I was nervous and scared for new beginnings. I was afraid of the little things, like opening a locker, making friends, and getting around this huge school. As the days passed, those fears slowly but surely disappeared as I started to become totally comfortable with the new building. As 7th grade rolled around, I started making more friends and getting involved in different activities, like performing in the band and playing football. I went into 8th grade anxious because now, finally, I was at the top, and that meant I would have to step up my game. At first, school and classes were challenging. Then, things started to become easier. Before I knew it, I was sitting in my 8th grade literacy class, irritating Miss L for the last time. I feel like my time here at Dalton Middle went by so quick, and I took it all for granted. Unfortunately, our final year has come to a surprising halt. I'm extremely grateful for the Dalton family that took me in and taught me right from wrong. Congrats, everyone, we made it.
Good evening, fellow classmates, parents, friends, teachers, and administrators. My name is Alize Gutierrez, and it is a great privilege for me to be speaking to you on behalf of the class of 2024 to express the happiness that we feel in our hearts today. They say people only remember the first and forget the rest, but I believe that these 3 years have been a great journey and we will take many memories with us. As of today, most of us have spent 3 years or 1,095 days as a Cougar. I can tell you I have, and in those 3 years I have made amazing friendships with my teachers and peers. In those 3 years, Dalton Middle has helped shape who I am today, how I see the world, and how I react to it. I want to take a moment to take us all back to the date, August 3rd, 2017. That was the day most of us began our journey as middle schoolers. Some of us were terrified, others not so much. But slowly but surely we started getting a little more comfortable and talking to new people and making new friends. A little later we were introduced to Zap Days, Cougar Carnival, our athletic dances, and dodgeball tournaments. But who would have known that that was all going to end very quickly and a new chapter in our lives was going to begin this fast. Now that we have passed the challenges of middle school, it's time for us to move on to a bigger challenge, high school. As we move on to a new building with new people and new teachers, we will forever cherish all the teachers that we had along the way, new friends we have made, and all the memories we have as middle schoolers. Thank you to all my amazing teachers, coaches, and friends for making these 3 past years of my life as amazing as they were. I couldn't have done it without y'all. Thank you and God bless.
Do you know why I don't trust atoms? They make up everything. Hi, I'm Max Cowan. I would have told you a chemistry joke, but I wasn't sure about the reaction. When I prepared to write this speech, I was told to reflect on my experience here at DMS. I thought about it, and I realized something. We have all had very different middle school experiences. Some of us had lots of fun, but for others, middle school wasn't as enjoyable. There are a few things our experiences did have in common. First, we all went to DMS for 7 hours each day. We would have lunch together, go to class together, and enjoy extracurricular activities together. Next, we all grew from our experience here. We grew taller, yes, but we also matured. We may have changed our interests and our focus, but hopefully this experience, for good or for bad, has helped shape all of us in a positive way as we get ready for high school. If at the start of middle school, or even this February, you had told me we'd be graduating this way, online from our own homes, I would have thought you were crazy. No one expected this to happen. Right now, we should be signing up for high school classes, playing spring sports, and celebrating our hard work these past 3 years. Instead, we are stuck in quarantine at home. As disappointing as this is, I hope y'all are staying safe and being responsible, and I hope that we can see each other in person soon. I want to thank the DMS staff for always helping us throughout our time here and being flexible and helpful in making the transition to online class easy. We may have come into Dalton Middle School as 6th graders nervous about fitting in, but I hope we all leave knowing the importance of being yourself. More importantly, embracing our differences and being a friend to all. Everyone stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you next year in our first year of high school. Thanks.
Hello, Dalton Middle School. My name is Jimena Landa, and I'm honored to have gotten this opportunity to share my experience here at DMS with my fellow graduates, and a couple of tips that I hope will later on help you in high school. I remember entering DMS for the first time and thinking how long these 3 years would be. And now I'm looking back on how fast these 3 years went. It's really amazing. Despite all the challenges I faced, I never gave up. I kept trying, and now here I am, getting ready to start a new chapter in my life at Dalton High School. I wanted to thank all my teachers for the amazing work they have done in teaching me and for pushing me to always give my best potential. Thank you. I remember entering 6th grade and thinking how hard it would be. Turns out it wasn't that hard. I just needed someone to push me and tell me everything would be okay. And thankfully I had some great leaders to help me along the way. I remember entering 7th grade and facing some obstacles just like everyone else, but I never let that get in my way. In my last year of middle school, just a couple months away from high school, everyone told me this will be the best school year. I entered Miss Williams' class, got my schedule, and found out I was going to be taking all advanced classes. And if that wasn't enough, I was going to be taking an advanced high school class, science class. I was officially terrified. I had never in my 2 years at Dalton Middle School taken advanced classes, so I told myself this is your year to prove to yourself that everything you have learned so far has been worth it. Now I was officially ready for what this year would bring. I could have easily chosen to give up, but instead I chose to change. I changed my study habits, my way of thinking, and most importantly, I always kept a positive attitude. I wanted to thank Mr. Campbell in particular for making this high school class easier than I would have ever imagined. I also for always helping me when I needed it, and for making me see the world in a whole other perspective. Thank you. Never stop trying, students. You have to come to school either way, make it worth your while. I also wanted to encourage everyone to challenge yourself next school year. Try something new and get out of your comfort zone. It is so worth it. Remember, just because something doesn't turn out the way you wanted to the first time doesn't mean you need to stop trying. Just like I was told before, 8th grade has been the best school year so far because it was different from all the others. I know that there is a lot going on right now with all the chaos, and many of you are staying at home, but you shouldn't see this as a bad thing that has come to ruin your summer. You should see it as an opportunity. You should take this time to do something productive, something you've wanted to do but never had the time to do so. Whether it's learning a new language, learning to play a new instrument, or learning how to cook, it really doesn't matter. Just try something new. It might come in handy someday. We have great challenges and great opportunities coming our way. Find a way to differentiate yourself from everyone else. Be unique. Thank you.
Hello, my fellow 8th graders, teachers, administrators, parents, and the rest of our Cougar family. I am Andy Reynoso. When Ms. Johnson first told me that I had been chosen to represent Team M this year, I was like, that's awesome. Then she dropped a bomb on me. You have to give a 2 to 3 minute speech. I was like, wait, what? I don't know about that, Mrs. I started thinking about what to say. For those who had Ms. Johnson as a teacher, you know she focused a lot on engaging beginners. So I thought I would use a verse from the Bible. Ephesians 3:20 states, "Now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us." I feel this verse is a great way to describe not only why I have been successful at Dalton Middle School, but why all students have felt this same success. To begin with, according to his power that is at work within us, although his is referring to God's power, I know that the power or feeling of empowerment given to students by their teachers is one of the main reasons why I have been successful in school and will continue to have success in high school. Teachers at Dalton Middle School push you to get better and be better in the classes and for the future in life, school, and careers. You can tell that the teachers really care about you. They are always willing to give help, sometimes even when you do not realize you need it. Ms. Millers is always saying, use your resources best you can. She is pushing that power or knowledge within us. I thought that Treats for Students would end once I was in middle school. I never thought they would be given in 8th grade. Boy, was I wrong. Ms. Johnson gives the best rewards. You get them for doing your work, which is what we're supposed to do anyways. I love leveling up each week on Reading Plus. You not only get a soda from the school, but you then got several things from Ms. Johnson's closet. Oh, and the Sour Patch in Ms. Miller's class was great. One thing that I will always remember about Dalton Middle School is how inviting it felt every day. Many students wake up sad or in a bad mood, but teachers and many students come up to you saying, "Good morning." This simple act makes students feel better often because that is what they are missing. I would like to thank our new principal, Ms. Johnson. When I heard we were getting a new principal, I was really nervous. Some were saying she was rough, like Dr. Jones, but she had been so nice and caring. She wants everyone happy at school. Have you seen all the hats she wears? Another thing I love most about coming to Dalton Middle School is how different it was from elementary school. The environment, connection classes, and new friendship you make or rediscover. One of my best friends, David, and I were really close in 5th grade, but we didn't have any of the same classes together until 8th. I am thankful for the long life friendship I have made here and that will carry on through high school. Finally, I want to thank my parents. I know their power is at work within me. Because of my parents and God, I have a purpose in everything that I do. I know this year has been difficult for all of us. Never in a million years would I say that our soccer season would be canceled. I am really going to miss saying goodbye to all my teachers and giving them that one last gift on the last day of school. I am thankful to not be giving this speech in front of 1,600 people. I am really looking forward to high school, to be around my friends every day and play soccer again. I know without a doubt I am ready to begin this next chapter in my life because of the strong foundation that was laid for me here at Dalton Middle School. And I also want to thank all my teachers for all they have helped me. God bless you.
Middle School, Dalton Middle School. A time and place in my life that I will never be able to forget, nor do I want to forget it. This is a place where I overcame fears, reunited with old friends, and made new friends. So today I want to look back at some of the memories I made at DMS. I made a lot, but some stood out the most. To start us off, my first memory is me walking through the DMS doors for the very first time. I'm nervous, excited, and confused as to why it feels like I'm walking past the pearly gates of heaven. And the whole time, the song "I'm a Big Kid Now" from that commercial keeps playing in my head. We all know that one, about the pull-ups. First thing I realized was I'm late, which for some reason I'm never able to start off the school year without being a few hours late, so I'm nowhere near surprised. As I'm being escorted to my classroom, there are many fearful thoughts going through my head. What if I don't know anyone? What if no one knows me? What if I recognize someone and they don't recognize me? What if I forget my locker combination? There were so many different scary possibilities in my mind. It wasn't too late to tell the escort that they had the wrong student. When I walked into my classroom, I did happen to recognize someone. A friend of mine from a previous elementary school year was there. His name was Alexis, who, if I'm not mistaken, I met him in Roan School. I was happy to see him and be able to have someone to talk to, but I also wanted to make some new friends in middle school, which thankfully I got a chance to thanks to another friend of mine. Her name was Savannah. Now, Savannah and I walked into middle school together. I met her at Westwood, the school that I had graduated elementary from. Savannah was really good at making new friends, so many of my friends I met through Savannah, but she was always my best friend. Now, as well as making friends at DMS, I also overcame a few fears in DMS, and one of my fears was something that I struggled with through all of my elementary school years. I was never able to look someone in the eye while talking to them. I never noticed how bad my problem was until I started attending Westwood. It was the middle of the fifth grade year, and I was the new kid. It was my first day of art class, and I only knew one person. She offered me a seat next to her. I didn't see anything wrong with it, so I took it. When the teacher came into the classroom, she got on to me for not waiting for her to tell me where to sit. I was really nervous, so I avoided her eyes at all costs. I kept darting my eyes across the room. I was listening to what she was saying, just couldn't bring myself to look her in the eye. She accused me of rolling my eyes, and I said I wasn't, simply because that's what I believed. I believed that I wasn't rolling my eyes. Later on in class, she complimented me on my work, and I apologized even though I believed that I was innocent. When I was in DMS, I was working on looking people in the eye more often while talking to them. In 8th grade, before school let out for quarantine, I met a teacher. His name was Mr. Graham. When we first walked into the classroom, the tables were set up in a way that we all had to actually look at each other. Of course, this was perfect for practicing eye-to-eye conversation, except I don't know anyone. I didn't want to have any conversations, not yet at least. They're all stranger dangers right now. Mr. Graham told us that week that it's hard for him to stay mad at his wife when she's looking him in the eyes. I argued that that's because she knows how to give him the googly eyes. He replied, yes, perhaps, but you're giving me those googly eyes too. No, I'm not, I replied. I'm just looking you in the eyes while talking to you. That's all it is, Nisha. I am now much better at maintaining eye contact during a conversation, and I have my teachers at DMS to thank for that. I wish that I could be back in the classroom with my teachers and my fellow students every day. But for right now, let's all stay home and stay safe. I hope to see you all next year. Bye.
everyone. I hope you are doing well. It is such an honor to represent my classmates and Team D, which are very dear to me. Our 8th grade year will always have a special place in our hearts because it was a difficult year, but it was also an awesome one too. We had many positive and negative moments, but we knew how to overcome them. And look, here we are, finishing our last year of middle school. It was a year full of effort and dedication. Many of us came here knowing little or no English, and our community might not realize all the difficulties presented with our communication challenges. But remember what the Chinese proverb says: to learn a new language is to open another window from which to see the world. So I would like to encourage you to try something new, like learning another language or something that will help you in your future. Thanks to our teachers that have always been here for us, giving us their support, helping and advising us, we could finish this school year. We had to be brave and strong because there were times when we wanted to give up, but we never did. Despite the way some of us have crossed mountains and rivers dealing with the struggles of immigration, not always being with our families or living with others we know, we are living examples that with hard work anyone can overcome any challenge. And now we are about to be freshmen. Some of us have been here our whole lives, and some of us came from another country, only a year and a half ago like me. But we are all moving forward for the same reason, looking for better opportunities. Each one of us has gone through different and difficult things, but that's what makes each one of us unique. We are ending a phase of our lives to start another one even more difficult, known as high school. And there we will have to be even more responsible, even more focused, even more determined, and even more independent. And like we have in middle school, we will achieve our goals. High school is a new beginning in which we have the opportunity to choose our future and to be anything we dream of being. It has not been easy, but our families, our teachers, and our friends were our inspiration for doing our best and for overcoming our obstacles. They have encouraged and helped us not to give up, and I will say that we must try again. We will carry many memories of 8th grade in our hearts, not just what we learned academically, but what we learned about each other, ourselves, and our character. Finally, I just want to say thank you to Dalton Middle School, to our teachers, and to all the people that helped us to get where we are today. We will continue working even harder to be able to successfully finish these next 4 years of high school, and it will happen because of what we have learned in this building. Always remember not to give up and try again, and sí se puede.
Wow, did you see all those pictures and hear the students' speeches? What I really saw in this class was a sense of courage. What we want our students to leave Dalton Middle School having is just a passion for the world, and that takes courage that they carry with them at all times. Being at Dalton Middle School this 1 year has opened my eyes to how strong this age group is and how amazing, curious, and courageous they are. I'm so proud of all of our 8th graders and wish them nothing but the best.